Alexa is not exactly the sharpest AI in the toolbox.
Sorry, I don't know that.
So I decided to solve that with my own assistant called Spark. Before moving on, I would like to tell you about Home Assistant. It's an open source project which I'll be using in this project for the home automation and voice activated smart home part. It is really cool and deserves its own video. If you want to follow along with me, I'm using a Raspberry 4B Plus model and Home Assistant running in Docker and Assistant running on Python. I will leave the installation steps down below in the description. Before moving on, we will have to get a Gemini API key. For that, visit aigoogle.dev/AI Studio and go to sign in to Studio. And after signing in, go to Get API Key. After that, click on Create API Key and just name it something like My First Project. This will be automatically created. And this will be your API key. Obviously, I'm going to delete it after this video, but this is how you can get your Gemini API. Now I want to show you a little bit of the code for the assistant. For the wake word recognition, I'm using the open wake word model. It's based on TensorFlow and it's also used in Home Assistant's voice project. So here you can see it is continuously listening to your voice with Pi audio, and when it predicts that the Hey Raspi, the wake word has been said, it will call the function for listen for commands. Here it will use the speech recognition library in Python to convert the speech into text, and then it will go to the process command function. This process command function will do most of the work here. So as you can see, it will have all of the different functions it can do. So set an alarm, set an timer for, and this is the main part of the home automation. So here you can see turn on switch. So if I go over to the one of these yeah, so you can see, I will show you. Yeah, turn on switch. So here you give your home assistant IP, then and you write the API 8123 and slash API, and then what you want to do, you want to go to home assistant, you want to get the home assistant long lived access token, and then you can use this to turn on any smart home device in your house. And then some more standard features are, it has this feature called remember. So it can remember anything you tell it, and when you say recall, it will tell everything that was remembered. It will also store it from past iterations as well using a SQLite database. It can also clean on memory, and it can forget certain things if you want it to. And also then this is recognize this image, so it will use OpenCV2 and send an image to Gemini of whatever you have shown it using the camera. And this is the main standard feature here, sent to Grok Cloud. So I'm not using Grok Cloud currently. I'm using Gemini. You can use Grok Cloud as well if you want, but using Gemini, I'm using a Gemini 2.0 Flash model. It uses less tokens compared to 2.5, so I'm using that, and it will speak this text. To speak this text, I'm using the Edge TTS library, the TTS which is in the Edge. And now you can see it will use a UIID to store the MP4 file and say it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then yeah, you also have the weather, the times and datetime.now and jokes as well, and you can search using Wikipedia. Okay, so now I'm going to be start to run the assistant now. So if you can see, so it will start with the boot process. It will show Pygame 2.6.1, the version I've gotten installed, and you will see in a few seconds it will start loading the open wake code model. Yeah, so you can see it has been loaded. That's just a warning. We can ignore that. So hey Raspi, hey Raspi, what's the time?
4:40 p.m.
So you can see, you may have heard it tells you the time. This is a simple example. If I ask now from again, hey Raspi. Hey Raspi. Hey Raspi. What's quantum mechanics?
Quantum mechanics is the branch of physics governing the bizarre world of atoms and subatomic particles. It replaces classical physics at very small
Hey
scales.
Raspi. Stop. Stop. So you can see it has stopped now. So this was a basic demo. Actually it was taking time to activate, as I have got the confidence set to zero point 0.7, and if you want you can lower it, as this mic is not good as well. So it takes some, it does not do it at the first time. So you can adjust this number to zero point 0.5 as well. All the source code and the requirements.txt file will be available in this GitHub link. Recently, Amazon announced Alexa Plus, but I think my assistant is better because it is open source and you can customize it by yourself for free. And also, you don't need to buy any new hardware. It doesn't need to run on a Raspberry Pi. You can run it on any old computer, as well as Home Assistant. You can run it in Docker on a Windows machine as well. Please consider liking and subscribing, as it will be help me a lot. This is my first video, you may know. Thanks and bye.